what works. Because the challenges that we have are huge. We're swimming upstream. But the fact that your organization is both, there is the market element that functions in the reality of day to day, as well as the think tank, I think is an extraordinary balance. So we'd love to hear from you.
Well, when I first got involved with the farmers market, it's because I was working with NGOs and they were trying to persuade the farmers to get rid of pesticides and chemicals and everything. But all farmers care most about is who do I sell this to? Do I get a better price for lower yields or more labor? So I feel if we want these development projects or environment projects to be successful, the farmers need to sell them at a decent price in a functional market. I think that the market in general is not functional very well. That's why when we started Farmers Market, it was a volunteer organization. There's no cost at all for the first 2 years. But then we grow from a volunteer organization once a month to twice, 3 times a week. We need a full-time staff. And we have a very nice young woman coming to us saying, I need a salary, and then we start to think about where do we get money from. So we start to sell products for farmers who can't come to the market in person, and later we get a free store space. So we decided it should be business, it should be a social business. It's not for profit, but should make enough money to keep the operation going. But as you said, it's swimming upstream, so it's never easy. We had, even when I say we had good days, that means we managed to make it even. We never pay ourselves well enough. The so-called management are paid actually lower than people who work at a cashier at the farmers market, at the shop. So, but still we wanted to be successful in the real business world, so we never really asked for any funding. However, we do lots of activities like talks, public events, education, supporting other farmers markets around the country. I forgot to mention that there are other farmers markets in China, in other cities, especially in the early 2010. But most of them started as a volunteer organization supported by some NGOs, but because they were not so determined to be business independent, most of them fail, or they can't provide as much service as we do now for farmers to really help them sell products at a good price. So, but still, as a small social enterprise, we're struggling, and we can't allocate so much resource to do activities that doesn't bring in income. That's how we were pushed to set up a different entity, Food Think. And we're lucky enough to be able to raise money, get some funding to do all the things that we want to do. Reporting, investigative journalism, small grants to grassroots organizations, even organizing events. We're going to have a workshop in Bangkok next Monday towards Organic Asia to talk about agri-food system and climate change in Southeast Asia. So I think having 2 different entities helps to raise the voice of farmers. But still, how to make farmers market a viable business is very difficult. I told Wallapa that I invited all the farmers market people I know in China to come to this event because Rome was too far away. But Bangkok is not that far and it's visa-free, but they were like, first of all, it's a holiday this weekend, so they're all busy. And second, they can't afford the travel cost. So I think for most farmers market, it's very difficult. And our experience in Beijing is because we have a functional market, farmers meet twice a week, so they can look at the quality and price of one another. So they know it's important to improve the quality and the taste and variety and seasonality, all sorts of things, and service. So I feel in the past 17 years, our farmers in Beijing are getting better in terms of the products, in terms of their farm management skills, service. So they can focus more on farm management, on how to improve my soil quality, how to select seeds. So I think it's working for them. While in other cities, we know we have similar farmers who came to, who used to work in other professions, they will call them new farmers, but they didn't have such a good market. So they had to make money by doing something else, like providing some ecotourism, which I think is good. But their quality, the quality of their products never improved. That means customers never have enough confidence in organic farming or the farmers market or the business. So I feel farmers market provides a space not only for sales but also for skills exchange, for improvements, mutual learning, and also to build confidence among consumers in these products.